Hello and welcome back to Homeworld. Come on, let's get the fleet ready. We got a lot of fighting to do, guys. It's gonna be terrible and great at the same time.
Fleet
yeah,
command is gone. Emergency biotech teams are working to keep her alive.
Well, hopefully they do that, because that would be for the best.
The collision asteroid must have served its purpose as a delay tactic. There's a large number of Taiidan ships located here. A mothership-class vessel is among them.
Yep. We have to kill them all really quickly, or we're gonna be in a bit of a pickle, mate. Pickles aren't good. They're delicious on one hand, but on the other hand, that's not the kind of pickle we're going to be in, and I don't want to be in that pickle. Formations Delta 1 and 2 are in form. 3 is going to go into a sphere formation. 5 is going to go into a wall formation. Cloaked fighters are going to cloak, just so they don't die. Support frigates are going to begin supporting the mothership. We need to get the harvesters out and working. That's one of them. There's the other one. And this time we are going to deploy the carrier and resource collector, resource controller now, so they don't do the stupid thing they did last time and spend so much freaking time trying to bring the resources back. That was terrible. It was disgusting. Here comes a giant fleet. High giant fleet of Taiidan ships. Do you want to die today, mate? 'Cause I can kill you if you want. It's a thing I do. I love killing Taiidan. It's pretty much a pastime for me at this point. And really a quite beloved one at that. Get into aggressive tactics, guys. Come on, let's do it. The destroyers are going to go for the ion cannon frigates, as well as Group 5 is also going to engage them.
Target acquired.
And that should be enough to take out those 4 ion cannon frigates, which is a thing. And we can have the heavy cruisers engage this heavy cruiser. These two, of course, are going to do what they did last time and take out this carrier. Because it's for the best that that guy dies. He can be a real prick if he's left alive. He'll just keep spewing fighters out of him, like he's about to do right now. So we're going to have to take them out because they're annoying. Okay. Yowza, mates. You joined the party. Now you're gonna die, because I got 3 heavy cruisers, all with your name on them. Not really, because we don't paint our heavy cruisers with the names of our enemies, although that would be pretty awesome, actually. You know, I think the Kushan should start doing that. That would be... oh, that... just imagine you're going in, and you're like engaging the enemy, and you look on the enemy's ship, and there's your name just written right on it. That'd be terrifying! That'd be... oh, that would be crazy! Anyway, we don't actually do that. We don't have the paint to spare. Come on, paint isn't made out of asteroids, and asteroids are about all that we've got. Okay, heavy cruisers down. Group 10 is definitely not ambushed, like they said. They are just confused, incredibly confused, about that situation. Okay. Ion cannon frigates are down. We need to send our destroyers to engage the other destroyers, because it's just what we're gonna do. Oh my lord. I see a missile destroyer that needs immediate assistance. Those guys are wrecking him. My lord. He's down. You despicable little pricks. Look at these guys. These little pricks just destroyed my friggin' missile destroyer. Well, now they're gonna die. Because how are 4 heavy corvettes going to survive against 6 heavy corvettes and 5 multi-gun corvettes? The answer is, they're not going to. I'm gonna make them die. Okay, how are we doing here? Heavy cruisers engage the ion cannon frigates. They're the greatest threat after that destroyer. And now the destroyer is dead, so take out that missile destroyer. Our ion cannon frigates will also target the missile destroyer. We're making short work of the Taiidan so far. That's nice. Yeah, you can just continue to engage that carrier. Make it dead. Look at these guys. They're not having any of it. You know, it's like pretty much these guys, they were in the pub already. They were just chilling out in the pub. And these guys, of course, being the big bruisers they are, they come into the pub, they go up to the bar, they're like, boom! Give me something like a hard whiskey or something. I don't know, something cool. I don't know what's actually cool right now because I mean, look at me. Anyway, so they do that. These guys are like, they're not cool enough to drink that. And of course, my Corvettes are just like, mess them up, mate! Ruin them! And they just wreck them. Just not even a question. Done. I mean, look at it. It's over. Admittedly, we did lose 2 Corvettes, but if you omit that, it was a perfect fight. If you just ignore all of our losses, we didn't lose anything. What is that guy doing back there? 8? No, 7. Missile destroyers? Sorry, ion cannon frigates. That's what I want. Get into Group 7 and engage that ion cannon frigate. I don't want to pull too many troops into random positions, so it's gonna be that. Okay, we fought off the first attack. Minimal losses. Just a missile destroyer, because heavy corvettes are pricks who think it's really cool to go around killing my ships, when in reality it's not cool, it's just lame. That's right, Taiidan, I called you lame, pricks. Okay. Ion cannon frigate is down. We have a bit of peace and quiet. Let's dock our fighters and prep for the next attack. You guys can go into broad formation and move over here. We don't want to put any of our super capital ships into formations. That tends to reduce their efficiency. Pretty much the turning circle on ships is smaller when they're not in formation, and that's really important with ships like these. It really slows down when they try to turn and stuff. It's crazy. Anyway, that is why we're not doing that. Do we have a Group 6? We don't. Welcome to Group 6, Repair Corvettes. You are going to go support the heavy cruisers. Because why not? Don't even answer it. Don't even. Okay, the cloaked fighters are over here doing nothing, just trying not to die a terrible death. And they're doing that pretty well. They're succeeding quite nicely. This carrier is going down like nobody's business. It's not even a question. You're dead! Okay, let's see if we can bolster the force a bit. We got our first influx of resources. We're going to build a destroyer. That should help, and then we're going to try to get some support frigates with the next influx. Because we can't get the support frigates first. You say, oh, you'll survive longer. But I'm not trying to survive longer. I don't care about that. I'm trying to kill things. You'd say, oh, if you survive longer, you can kill more things. And I'd say, I'm too short-sighted to think of that plan. So that's just how we're going to roll. We're going to go for heavy firepower every time. Man, this guy can take a beating, can't he? Oh, as I say it, he's dead. That's good. He's dead. So the carrier is down. The first initial fleet is down. It's a matter of waiting for the Taiidan to bring out their forces. Because we can't be idiots. Well, I mean, we can be idiots, but it's best that we aren't. We need to not put our forces in a position where they're not going to be able to defend the mothership. Which is exactly why we lost last time. Oh, mascot, just do what you do. Look at him. Just look at him. He's the best, isn't he? He's kind of like a beetle. It's like a little, one of those pill bugs, you know? Some people call them roly-polies. I don't know what you call them. I call them pill bugs because it's a much cooler name than roly-poly. Roly-poly sounds silly.
Enemy reinforcements emerging from hyperspace.
Yes! That is ideal. I think we are at a point where we can move to engage them. The destroyers and ion cannon frigates are moving in. A new group is coming out of hyperspace.
Enemy reinforcements emerging from hyperspace.
I mean, do they have to emerge so far away? I know the fleet command would probably be like, what the heck are you talking about? Wouldn't you prefer they didn't appear at all? To which I would say, of course not. If they didn't appear, we wouldn't get to kill them. If we didn't get to kill them, I mean, what's the point of even being out here? Of course we have to kill them. Oh, yeah, they are definitely directly engaging my destroyers. We're going to take down this destroyer first. Oh, they have turned all weapons on us. Oh, Lord Almighty. The main fleet has also appeared in front of us. Try and pull back. We're gonna take Group 6 and send them up here. We've lost a destroyer because I'm a prick. Because I let it happen. Oh, Lord. Okay. The heavy cruiser is coming in. One little thing, if we do let them get close enough to the mothership before we engage, it's possible to have them attack the mothership instead of attacking our own ships, which is a double-edged sword, really, because it saves the life of our ships while at the same time risks the life of the mothership. And which one is worth it? Don't even know. Go. Repair the destroyer. At least make it survive a little longer. Here we go. There they are. 1, 2, and 3, prep to attack. Let them get a little closer. The destroyers have pulled back pretty darn far at this point. You taking out that destroyer yet? Come on, do it in! Okay, it's done in. We need to engage the heavy cruiser next. Now the fleet is going to engage the heavy cruiser in there. These guys are going to attack that destroyer. Group 5 is going to help out. Support teams at the ready! Build more support frigates! So many support frigates. That's way too many support frigates, but it doesn't matter. Okay, how's it doing? That heavy cruiser is still perfectly fine, which is a bad thing for us, because that means we're gonna die! Oh, die, heavy cruiser! Oh, the amount of fire on the mothership right now is immense. Okay, we're taking out that heavy cruiser. It's almost down.
Another fleet is coming out of hyperspace right on top of us. We are being overwhelmed.
This is Captain Elson.
Oh!
We've been battling reinforcement fleets to get here and have lost many ships already.
Yowza.
The Emperor's flagship is here. Together, we can defeat him and the Taiidan fleet. I am placing Squadrons Core and Jassar under your command.
Mate! Thank you! Okay, so the rebel ship, the rebel fleet just came in and has supported our efforts. We need to... Oh lord, our destroyers are down. All of them are down. The mothership is taking severe damage at this point. Incredibly severe damage. That destroyer needs to hold out for as long... Okay. I say that. The destroyer apparently does not need to hold out because it is dead. Engage that heavy cruiser and take it down. We have more support frigates coming out. This guy looks like he's not supporting, so get him in there. So we've got this core of... No, we have the core of assault frigates under our control. Going to need to take out probably these ion cannon frigates next. I think we have a whole nother fleet coming in. We do. We have these guys coming in, which looks like a heavy cruiser with a couple squadrons of frigates, which squadron is probably the wrong word to use there, but you know. Okay, so we're gonna add destroyers to this list. We need to build all new destroyers. Group 10. Take out those ion cannon frigates. Where is our group of assault frigates? Have them engage these assault frigates. We now have pretty decent control over the situation. We're not in the worst position, which is pretty much what we were in before. We're okay! The rebels saved us. Thanks, rebels. Don't you love rebels? They always come in and save you at the best of times. And I mean, those were definitely the best of times. And the worst of times. Just to be literarily correct. Thank you very much. So these ion cannon frigates are down. It's not even a question. The assault frigates are going down. We've got a missile destroyer there. These guys are making short work of these assault frigates. Oh, that's brilliant. We have taken control of the situation. Perfect. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to wait for that third fleet, this fleet, to come in and engage us here. Once that's done, once we've taken out that fleet, we'll be able to engage the enemy mothership itself, which will be glorious because it needs to be done. Of course, our friends are just going to go engage the mothership because I don't know why not. I mean, they haven't really thought through their plan all that well, so they're just going with it. I, on the other hand, am not going to be a dunce. At least I say that. I really can't promise that I won't be a dunce. I will try, though. I'll try really hard. But at the end of the day, trying really just isn't good enough. Oh, look at all those support frigates. Are we still building more? Good, we're not building anymore. Stop building support frigates! They're important, but that's way too many. 7, do we have a Group 7? No, Group 7 got destroyed. They were the ion cannon frigates. Hello, missile destroyers. What's up? 1, 2, 3, and 5 are going to dock with the mothership again. We won't need them for this engagement here. Let us take down the third fleet. They stand not a single chance. They've looked in the mirror, considered themselves, thought that they were really cool, looked at my fleet, looked back in the mirror, and reconsidered everything. Because they ain't cool at all. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Group 7, get over here. Get over here. Group 8 is going to have to move into position as well. Because they are not in position at this point. Okay. First thing to take down is a heavy cruiser. That's standard. Group 8 is actually going to engage the ion cannon frigates initially. And we're going to get Group 7 to assist the heavy cruisers in taking down the enemy heavy cruiser. Because it's necessary, it has to be done. We have to take it down somehow. We can't just let it live, that's not kosher at this point. At this point, it's only kosher to kill every Taiidan that we see. Even though, you know, there's not really any Jewish rules about that, but, you know. We have to stick to some sort of rules, and we're just going to call them kosher rules, so there you go. Now, the Taiidan have faced their makers. Where's our... Oh, look at them. Our allies are just booking it. They're going for it. They don't even realize that we are not with them. They haven't looked behind yet. They haven't realized that we're still at the mothership, engaging the Taiidan, the last of the Taiidan forces that are trying to kill our mothership in a pitched battle to the death. It's great. It's great. Okay. Oh, we got another destroyer. Brilliant! Destroyer! You shall not meet the same fate as your friends. Although I can't actually promise that. I'm gonna say you probably won't meet the same fate as your friends. Because we're gonna try hard this time. 0987. That is our entire capital ship corps. We need to get our fighters back into formation as soon as possible. Because they are coming with us. It's impressive. Usually I lose every single interceptor I have in the first part of this last mission. Somehow the interceptors managed to survive, and to that I give them immense props. That's cool, guys. You've survived. You didn't die in a kamikaze run like nobody's business. And let's put them all on neutral tactics. Everyone is engaging the remainder. 1, 2, 3, 5. Take out that ion cannon frigate. Because pretty much with everyone firing on them like that, it's not going to last long. Good, good, good. All Taiidan vessels are down.
Group 7 receiving.
Let's rally the forces at their sensor grid and engage. We've got another destroyer as well, Control 9. Move him in. Perfect. Hey mates, what's up? Elson, I'm sorry I'd have to tell you this, but you're probably going to die because you ran so far ahead of everyone else, which is always a bad idea. In any military situation, it's best to always stay with the group. We do not have a Group 6. This has been noted. Group 6 will become support frigates. Really, if you run out in front of everyone else in a military situation, that is literally screaming, "Hey, guys with guns, shoot me first!" And you know they're gonna oblige you. They're definitely gonna oblige on that one.
Standing by.
What do we even have here? Are these just a resourcing operation? That seems rather simple. An easy thing for our interceptors to go in and engage. Of course, with Captain Elson's help. Even though Captain Elson isn't much help because he's Captain Elson. He's a bit crazy, but, you know, we're gonna help him out. Hey Elson, what's up? I'm sure you've been wondering where the Kushan are this entire time. We have been having a nice cup of tea with the Taiidan fleet. We laced the tea with arsenic, so they're dead. And now we have come to have another nice cup of tea with some more Taiidan. Once again, copious amounts of arsenic. Really, too much arsenic. That's really the case. We kind of overdid it. Engage that resourcer. Take it down. Aggressive tactics. Is anyone coming to engage us? It would appear not, but right there appears to be
Group 2 to combat stations. Group 1 to
3
combat
heavy
stations.
cruisers. 3 heavy cruisers. I couldn't remember oh my lord, they've come out of nowhere.
Punched in.
Take them down, mates. Oh lord, they have multi-gun corvettes. Godspeed, interceptors. Oh. Oh, I was so happy that the interceptors had survived the mission so far.
Assignment.
Now they're all dead. Dang it. Well,
Reporting.
it was worth a try. Okay, fine.
Ready for orders.
Corvettes, you'll have a better time of it than they did. And you're gonna need to get in there because they're gonna make some short work of Captain Elson. Multi-gun corvettes, you're gonna need to engage those attack bombers, defend Elson. The heavy corvettes are gonna go in and engage the multi-gun corvettes. And hopefully Elson will survive this. I'd like for Elson to survive this. He's pretty much our only friend now. If he dies, that'd be terrible. Are they not even engaging Elson? Oh. Well. Apparently the Taiidan Navy is a bit confused about who's their enemy and who's not. Even though it's quite obvious because their enemy is shooting them directly in the face. But anyway, I guess that's good for us because they're not going to kill Elson. That's good. That's good.
Reporting.
It's also bad for us because, I mean, we kind of killed all of our interceptors to try to help Elson when Elson didn't even need any help. What a prick. Elson, I wanted to keep you alive. I'm not sure that's a good idea anymore. Are you a double agent? Is that the situation? Wow, Elson. Wow. Good job. We're still gonna go in and kill all those Taiidan. It has to be done. Somebody has to do it. Take them down! Go into neutral tactics, because those guys are gonna tear you to pieces if you're on aggressive. Apparently they may be able to tear you to pieces anyway, which is unfortunate. But at least you would give them a good chance. Oh my lord! They tore the multi-gun corvettes to pieces! Why you do this, Taiidan? Pull out. Jeez, Taiidan, we just wanted to have a nice chat. And you had to go in and kill us. Whoop-de-friggin-doo, Taiidan. Good job. I mean, have a medal. Have 2 medals. Have a medal and a giant steaming pile of crap. There you go. Do you feel better now? I hope you don't. Go burn in hell. Overdoing it?
Reporting for duty.
Just a little. Tiny bit of overdoing it. Are you guys there yet? Come on, mate. What's this guy? Mascot! Oh, and the mascot's taking pot shots at their sensors array. Oh, dude, he's got a posse. Oh, our fuel pod, of course the mascot of our fleet, has now got a fan club of Taiidan proximity sensors. That is stupid. That is ridiculous. Wow. Well, apparently our fuel pod also doesn't like fans, so he's killing them. Which, admittedly, people following you around all the time is probably for the best that you just do a little... For future reference, do not shoot people who are following you around all the time. Just it's a disclaimer, I have to put it in there because somebody's gonna think it's a good idea, and okay, so now apparently they've decided to attack Elson. I don't think Elson's going to last very long. Doesn't seem to want to fight the heavy cruisers. Elson, that's gonna hurt you in the long run. And the short run. It's just gonna hurt in general, Elson. You'd, better work something out there because they're gonna tear you to pieces, Elson. Elson? Are you at the helm, Elson? Speak to me, boy! Oh, no. He's in a coma. You see, the one thing you didn't know about Elson, which is very important about him, is that he is a severe diabetic, and occasionally he just slips into diabetic comas, just like randomly. So he has now slipped into a diabetic coma. His co-pilot is now in charge. He's of course a complete idiot, doesn't know what he's doing, and he's been told just to aim the guns in the direction of the mothership and fire. And pretty much that's all he's gonna do. That's not very good. Where are the heavy cruisers? Heavy cruisers! Get into battle! We need to take out the enemy heavy cruisers. How can we possibly engage the enemy heavy cruisers without our own heavy cruisers? It's a very valid question, my friend. Well, it appears that 2 of the heavy cruisers have decided it's best to stay back. Probably because they noticed a giant Kushan fleet that wants to kill them all. And the other heavy cruiser has decided that Captain Elson needs to die. Which I would kind of agree. He does kind of need to die at this point. Heavy corvettes go to aggressive tactics and nobody's shooting at you. So you can just shoot those guys down. Oh my lord, the Taiidan are kamikazing Elson. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? That's not cool, mate. Don't kamikaze. That's not awesome. That's like so many levels below awesome. They're gonna do it again, aren't they? Look at those interceptors. Being cool, like, oh, it's time for us to fight. Time for us to fight. Hey, destroyer, time for us to... Oh, Lord! Yeah, they're dead. Elson, you're dead. Well, Elson is dead. I guess it was a good run. I don't think it was a very good run. I think it was a pretty terrible run, personally. But he dies, a martyr for his cause. Good job, Elson. Now our heavy cruisers get to pick off the remaining interceptors. Well, we can at least fill Elson's shoes and lead the Taiidan rebellion to victory against the Taiidan Empire, thereby forming the Taiidan Republic, which is soon destroyed by internal messy things, which is the least technical term I could possibly have used for what happened. And yeah, pretty much that's it. Everybody's dead. That's not canon, by the way. I just made that up. Do not go around pretending that that is canon. Okay. The fleet has assembled. Captain Elson has died. Pretty much all of our fighters are dead. Except for these guys. Probably just leave them there. It's probably for the best. A heavy cruiser has noticed our heavy corvettes and is apparently going to try to kill them. And now it's time to engage the enemy. Godspeed. If you ever lose faith in your actions, look backwards at the fuel pod, the mascot of our fleet, and think to yourself, this is why we fight! Because there's a fuel pod that looks kind of cool. It's just our mascot. That's pretty much it. It's the only reason we fight. It's not like our entire planet was destroyed or anything. That's ridiculous. That is such an implausible idea. I can't even express it. Okay. The fleet is engaging. The first thing we need to do is take down the support frigates, because these guys are healing up the heavy cruisers. It's going to be a lot harder to destroy the heavy cruisers if those support frigates are still in place. Once the support frigates are down, we can take out the heavy cruisers themselves. And we're going to send our heavy cruisers in to just directly engage their heavy cruisers and have everyone else focus on the support frigates. Because it seems like a good plan. It's my plan, at the very least. And you'd say, well, most of my plans are pretty bad. And I'd say, yeah, you're pretty much right. You'd also say that you just sent those assault frigates into their death. And I would agree again, yeah, that's pretty much what happened. They're gonna die a horrendous death. But it's a heroic death. And that's something. Okay. 987. 2 support frigates down. We need to take out the other 2. The heavy cruisers are coming in to engage that first heavy cruiser. That's going to clear a bit of firepower out of here. This destroyer is having a bit of trouble. So we're going to send some support frigates to help them out. Maybe they'll get there in time. It's debatable. They tend to be quite slow about things. For being pretty much field medics, they kind of stink. Okay, 0987 are all going to engage that heavy cruiser, take it down. Then we're going to have them all engage the second heavy cruiser. And that third heavy cruiser is just going to remain not attacked until we've got these 2 down. This is pretty much just mob tactics. We're going to say, hey guys, we have more guns than you. You're going to die. It's like someone going into a gunfight, of course knowing that your opponent is bringing a pistol, and bringing a minigun instead of another pistol. It's pretty brutal. It's kind of ridiculous and overkill, but it's worth it. Die, you stinking heavy cruiser, you worthless piece of rubbish! Okay. Support frigates are going down. Pretty much the full brunt of our fleet on 2 support frigates means that they'll last about 5 seconds. That was about how long they lasted, and now they have to die. The heavy cruiser is to breathe its last breath, and by that I mean it's just gonna die, because technically, if you were to look in the manuals, heavy cruisers don't actually breathe. Little technical piece, but still, you know, it has to be taken into account on occasion, so, you know, it's just gonna die. Bad to die, you're dead, goodbye. Now we engage the mothership. How's the fuel pod doing? Oh, look at him. Oh, look at him. Adorable. The last remnant of the Kadeshi race. A fuel pod owned by the Kushan. Considered to be the greatest vessel to have ever been built. Ever. For literally every purpose, whether it be construction, refueling things, shooting things, or just being a spaceship. It is the best. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Okay. Everyone directly engage the mothership. Make them feel the might of the Kushan fleet. They've already felt the might of the Taidani rebels, which was pretty pathetic. So now we're gonna face the Taiidan, the Kushan fleet. And you're gonna find that that's much more significant than the Taidani rebels, believe me. Okay, we're gonna do some combat maneuvers in here. Get the fleet kind of spread out a bit more than they are right now. And then we're just gonna take down the mothership. Well, I say that. The missile destroyers have decided to take notice of the fact that there are people trying to kill the mothership. It's unfortunate. We're gonna have to take them down. Goodbye, missile destroyers. You don't stand a single chance. 2 missile destroyers against such a big fleet. By the way, fuel pod, get in there. You kill that mothership. Best thing for the mascot to do is get in the game and just start playing. That's what the mascot has to do. Really bolster the morale of the fleet by doing it all itself. And destroy that gravity well for good measure. Q. Okay. This fleet, this attack, headed of course by our fleet mascot, will end the Taiidan mothership once and for all. Oh my lord. The amount of firepower. It's already on fire. Doesn't stand a chance. Missile destroyers, take down the interceptors. They're gonna try to kamikaze us. Just blow them up before they do that, please. It'd be for the best if we didn't lose anyone doing this. It would be really good for the history books to be able to actually say, oh lord, oh well, we didn't lose anyone. We're fine. You died! Take that, Taiidan!
Fleet command back online. The Emperor is gone.
We have brought the council. This war is over.
The Galactic Council recognized our claim to this world. The sacrifice of thousands has left a trail of destruction behind us, like a path across the galaxy to Hiigara, our homeworld. So much destruction, so many lives lost for this place. A place of wonder to those who knew only the sands of Karak. Our colonists were released from their long sleep. All symbols of the old empire were destroyed. But the conflict will never be forgotten. a celebration marked the beginning of a new time. No longer Fleet Command, Karen Sajet survived extraction from the mothership's core. She insisted that she would be the last person to disembark and set foot on the Homeworld.
Nice. We did it, guys. We beat it. We beat the entire game. We win. Well, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. In the future, I'm going to follow this up with Homeworld 2. I don't consider it to be as good as Homeworld 1, but it is still quite a good game. So, we're going to go into that next time. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.